Welcome to Signal TV. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. I am Signal. I am a certified and practicing professional therapist and counselor, and I will be analyzing the Big Brother Naija show from a therapist's point of view. Today's episode 3 of the reunion show, was quite sad. And whilst there's a lot of things that actually happened, I will just be zeroing down on things that I believe are important and I believe that we should pick lessons from. And it is the Tbaj and Vee's fights and what they call basbos between each other. Honestly speaking, I found it unnecessary, Tolani Badge saying things like, oh, education, you don't have education, all of those things. I just felt that it was unnecessary. And I felt that for the way that people may have taken her, it did not, it's something that people will begin to look at her differently because no matter what happened in the house, and if you do not know what happened, just a brief summary. Tolani V, there was according to everything that was analyzed, there was Tolani was liking Neo, and it seems as though Tolani wanted to take Neo or wanted to have Neo as a man as well, and then V found out and started abusing her, and that started their fights that they've had for a while. We don't know if they still have it at the time of this recording, but that started their fight. So long story short, Ebuka is trying to address this, of course, with relevant questions of what's this, what's that, what was going on. And that even started with Prince. It started with Prince, Tolani. Then the question moved from from Prince to Neo. And Tolani is saying, oh, I was trying to make Prince jealous because with Neo because he wasn't man enough. There just seemed to be a lot of bitterness going on with Tolani. And I understand that it's a reunion. Everybody or many people are there to come and actually iron things out and regain their image of whatever it is that they want people to think about them. But when it turns into people spitting and vomiting venom, then we are beginning to question what exactly is happening. And for me, this is not, and just like this channel, you can check previous videos to see introduction and more about what we do here. For me, it's not just about the entertainment, it's about the humanity that is involved. Honestly speaking, Kalani throwing pillows, all those drama at V, and V, it's not like V was sitting down saying, oh, clap for yourself. So they were exchanging words, but when you stand up and you throw a pillow, you can't call yourself a queen again, because a queen is somebody that can keep her emotions under control. That's just something that it was a bit off for me in this reunion, especially in this particular episode. Yes, it is important. People can shout at each other, people can vomit on each other, but when it starts getting physical, then there's a problem. And there are a list of other things that happened. Watoni and Prince. Watoni saying, oh, she was catching cruise with Prince, which it's so amazing how we come up when one thing happens that we are visibly watching, and then there's a part two in the reunion, and they say, oh, this is what was happening. Well, they can say that this is what was happening, but what was being watched was quite different. And that was really the highlight of what happened in episode 2. So for me, I want you to share your comments on what happened between Tolani and V. Do you think it is worth it? I think it is something that they can actually walk over. I want you to share your comments and your thoughts. I think it's something that they can actually walk over. I don't think it's that deep. And the worst for me was when Telani started saying, oh, education, be educate. I don't know. No, look, people have made it and continue to make it without their educational degree. So it's important that we try to address matters and take away things that have to do with the identity of the person rather than yanking in everything just to try to make your points. I think that is something that was not or didn't really go down well in this season. And I don't know how many people are going to feel. Of course, people will keep their reservations, people are going to support whoever. But I think that if we look at it holistically and objectively, is something that we should think about. Tolani should think about what it is that she said to V. V herself is not a saint. Of course, whatever it is that triggered their shouting at each other. But this is the reunion. I am hoping that before the end of the episodes, there is some reconciliation between V and Tolani Baj, amongst other things. I want you to share your thoughts as well on other things that have happened in the episode that you believe that should also be the highlight of this discussion. And I'll see you in episode 4 where we analyze the next thing that is about to happen. Thank you.